that was at an apartment on the 3rd floor, but it wasn't too bad. And now I'm going to go right back over to like the Aldi. I did get another call on DoorDash for $16 to go 5.9 miles or something like that, but it was, or no, 8.9 miles. And it was for Aldi for like 60 something items. No, even if the fastest shopper does that, that's still going to take an hour. I am not in the business of making $16 an hour. So I declined it. See if I get something else. It is 4:30 on the dot, so we are heading into the dinner rush. Ooh. No. 28.29 to go 13 and a half miles, which seems like a lot, and it is. It's a lot of miles, but it's only like 11 items, 21 units at Sprouts, but I would have to do a U-turn to get all the way over there, and then it's going all the way up out of my DoorDash region, and right now I can't get into UberEats because it says it's not busy over here, so I have to stay within my realm for DoorDash, at least until UberEats opens up a little bit. So, I don't know, wish me luck. Just picking up a little something to eat, and I saw an order come across my Instacart for $39 and some change to go 10 miles. It's quite a few items. I think it's like 50 something items, but for $40 I'm pretty sure I can get it done in less than 2 hours. And I already have a message from one of the customers saying, hello, can you explain the change in delivery time? So I said, I'm not sure, I just accepted this order, so we'll see how that goes. So she just answered me saying, okay, it had an earlier delivery time with a fee for that time. Now that it's coming later, do you know if the fee will be amended? I just said, I'm sorry, I don't know. It's like, I'm not customer care. Those are not things that I'm not aware of any of that. So I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm on my way to go shop your order, but maybe, just maybe, I don't know. Maybe you were a solo act, but you didn't tip, so nobody took your order. And then they had to group you with 2 others because this is a triple delivery. I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. Okay, so I got all that shopping done. I'm actually on my way to drop off the 3rd one. But I wanted to share with you, they left a note saying call such and such phone number with any out-of-stock items for replacements when delivering the gate code and leave groceries at the front door. This is something we don't see until we're done shopping. So I'm pretty sure I didn't have to substitute anything or refund anything from his order because he was the smaller of the 3 and they had everything he needed. But if so, just for people to understand that with Instacart, if you write a message like that, we do not see it unless you write it under like a specific item. Like if that specific item, you don't want it replaced, like if they don't have that specific one, you want it to be refunded or whatever, you can write a note in that specific item. But if you write a note like this is not a note that we see until we are on our way to your house. And being that there were 2 orders prior to his, I didn't see it until I was even done dropping off 2 orders. So I'm glad it worked out, but that could really work against me as the delivery person and shopper, being that he'd be like, oh, I said it in plain English, but it's not something I would have seen while I was shopping. Anywho, I'm going to be at this last drop off in about 5 minutes. So I will have completed this by before 7. So just shy of 2 hours. It would have taken me less time, but there was a couple of meat items that I actually had to ask the butcher to go in the back and get for me because there weren't any out in display, so I had to wait for that. And then, of course, checking out when I was literally going through the entire store with 2 full carts of groceries is no easy task by any means. Anywho, I'm going to drop this off, and then I will be back to tell you what I actually ended up making from this order. Okay, So I ended up making $40.50 off of that 3-parter. But it, like I said, it did take me a couple of hours. So I'm $31.09 to go 32.9 miles. No, somebody took it. Insanity. Oh, sorry guys, this is from just crying. Really upset about this damn dog. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself together, and then I'm hoping to get another couple calls. All right, we already got one. $7 for 3 miles for Ubu Japanese hibachi. Okay. On my way there now. UberEats, $10.52. 52 cents. For 6.6 miles, headed back towards my house for Taco Imperio. So we're gonna head there right now. Unbelievable. I ended up waiting in there for, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes for that order. And now it's another 15 minutes or so to the customer, but whatever. It's over $10 in half an hour. All right, y'all. I'm done with today. I'm headed home. I ended up making $154.10. I made $19.26 an hour. I drove 97 miles today, making $1.58 per mile. So overall, not a terrible day as far as work is concerned. But now I'm gonna go home and spend time with my puppy before he's not mine anymore. But I hope you all had a better day than I did, and don't worry, things always get better. I know this is the best thing to do right now, so we just need to do it and heal and move on. That's all we can do. Have a great night, guys. Thanks again for watching.